Hey, this is Southern Latitudes. Jack and I are down at the port and we're celebrating Valentine's Day together with a nice lunch out. So anyhow, a couple days ago we took some new video of the garden and I have that to show you. Tomorrow we're getting some sheds, so that'll be in the next video after that. So anyhow, hope you guys have a great one. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, so this is the salsa garden and I have 23 Camparis. One looks like it didn't make it or something chewed on it in the far back over there. I have 11, I'm calling them Public Sunshine tomatoes. They're a medium slicer just from the store. Then I have indigo apples right here, and I think there was about 11 of those. There's a couple green Versage, I don't know how you say that. Up here I have about a dozen San Marzano babies tomatoes. They're paste tomatoes. And then I have in the back here some green and black Vernissage. I hope I'm saying that right. Tomatoes. So over here, got a little nervous thinking maybe I didn't have enough paste. So this whole second half is seedlings that just emerged of some more paste San Marzano tomatoes. And this whole area is still open for planting. Then I have Socrates right there, cucumbers. They're hothouse cucumber, but they did really well in the fall, and so they're gonna probably do okay here. Hopefully in the new location. This is a dark cucumber, which is more sort of like a short squatty cucumber. I'm interested to see how those turn out. I did put, you can see little seedlings here, there, around, I call them on the end caps. And so those are all flowers, mostly marigolds, 2 different varieties of marigolds. So and here's my seedlings. These are all my tomatoes. They're about ready to go in the ground. A lot of them popped out this week. This is Piper Nigem, which is black pepper, all 3 of these. They still haven't sprouted. Something must be wrong. Let's see. I got some asparagus in there, marjoram, just some varieties of things. I don't know about the asparagus on this row. That was sort of an experiment seed from somebody at a farmer's market, and looks like it may not be working out. So I have a couple star fruit. They don't look like they're working well. I definitely have some room to grow in this area. And I have the Florida cranberry. Lost its leaves, but one stick is dead. That stick is dead. This one looks pretty good, so I'm holding out hope. It has a leaf at the bottom. This is, let's see, Dagon F1. Let's see if I can, there you go. That is Brussels sprouts, and then these 2 rows are collards. So I'm going to give them a little bit longer before I transplant them. Okay, this is the far side of the salsa garden, and that I just showed you. So this area still needs some leveling and work on it. But this area, I have 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, of Golden Bantam corn. And then I'm going to end up putting, I'll explain that later. And then I'm going to put some okra over here. But I put down some ground cover just to prevent the weeds from coming in. And eventually I'll put holes in the ground cover. That's going to go where the corn is, but I need for it to germinate first. Yeah, I did things out of order. That really wasn't too smart. And there's my Chihuahua, Captain. Hey, Captain. Say hi. This is a recent transplant. It's Persea americana avocado. It's supposed to do real good in Florida. And it looks very, very happy. I even have a little bit of buds starting at the top. And over here is just where I threw some butternut squash seeds, and from a company, Victory, I think it was, and it was organic. So I threw them out, and boy, they're happy, and we're going to let them go. So this is my trellis tunnel. So last time we were here, I didn't actually put the camera deep into, where you could see it all. But this is Chinese red noodle on both sides germinated this week. There's a little pot. The borage did germinate, but the nasturtiums did not. I only had a few of those seeds, and I could see that here and another place none of them turned out. So, okay, and then we're moving forward, and I have the ping tongue right here. Those are eggplants. They have not germinated yet, but I'm expecting them any day. And I have Antiqua eggplant over here. This is a cherry tomato. Oh, I should show you. I have them wild everywhere. I had them in the main garden and between birds and chickens. Yeah, I never have to plant a cherry tomato again. So, on the back side of each trellis, you can probably see right there, I have zinnias planted. And also in here, I have, oh goodness, what did I, oh, the cosmos. That's seashell cosmos. So that should be pretty. You have some pink back there. Moving on, we have beets. Can you see that? Some just regular round globe beets right here. I have dill back here, lots of weeds between, a couple volunteer lettuce. Let's see, we'll get to that corner in a minute. Right here I have Armenian cucumber. That's sort of a white cucumber melon. I see one of them is just starting to pop up right in here. And then I have Parisian pickling cucumbers coming up over here. They should be germinating. I just did those, so pretty soon. I have right here, you'll see this beautiful cascade. It's prettier from the other side. It's supposed to look like a waterfall. These are cannellini beans, and we had rain all weekend, and so therefore they just sprouted up almost, I think it's like 100% germination from the way it looks. These are sweet peas, and they're not growing real tall, but look what happened. I have beautiful, thank you, buddy. That's my boxer baby. Just hit the camera full on. Anyhow, they're putting peas out, so that's pretty cool. Here's a comparison. These are just sugar snap peas. They were coated. And then these are heirloom tendrils. So magnolia tendrils. They're beautiful. They're really high. And so that gives me hope they may be throwing out blooms here soon. So before I get too long-winded, this is red Russian cow. There's some zinnias mix. It looks like that my rose made the transfer. See the new growth right there? So that's awesome. I love that. It's a beautiful, very fragrant purple flower. This is chamomile here. I have three kind of rough rows. It's not a perfect world, right? Let's see. This is cumin right here. Let's see if I can zoom in so you can see cumin. It's kind of fern-like or dill-like. That's pretty cool. Lots of cilantro. And in the corner, I have some elective tomatoes. Once again, cherry tomatoes. Those are Everglades. And then I have artichokes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Captain's right over that one, 5th one. And I noticed they were coming up with different leaves, so some friends helped me out, and it looks like we have green globe here, and then we have like a violetta right there, even though they were all supposed to be green globes. But I'm happy to experiment with the violettas. And I have some more flowers coming up in here. It's hard to see, but there's some green starting to emerge finally. This is my Persian lime. And it's doing awesome here. Look at the little babies on there. Okay, this is the north side of my front gardens. We're not allowed a 6-foot fence, so we put a 4-foot fence in front of our back gardens, so like 6 foot. Anyhow, there was, last time I was on a video, a row of tomatoes. I gave those all away because I don't want cages up front. I'm trying to rework things. This is mushroom compost, going to go over all these weeds, and then I'm going to lay down some ground cover and go to town with some planting squash and potatoes. Right here is a row, if you can see in between the weeds, this is actually the row of black Valentine beans. They're a drying bean, an heirloom, and so they're just kind of surviving out here. Oh, look, there's something pretty cool. There's their bloom. They're actually very pretty, sort of a purpley bloom. And anyhow, so there's a row just barely surviving. Now there was a row of lettuce here. You can still see some. This is really just chicken lettuce. It's very bitter, not good at all. I have a couple beets in there, but I'm not so sure I'm gonna, continue on with them. So I got to rework this whole area, as you can see. But I have borage that is thriving out here because the soil is so poor. 1, 2, 3. The fourth one's not doing as good. It's right there. But look at that go. Yeah, and that's gonna have a very beautiful blue bloom. It's a medicinal plant, and very excited about that. And once again, another Everglades tomato. Okay, so we just finished with the north end, right up there. Now we're gonna continue down to the south end, which is purposely planted like a rainbow, because it just gotta be like that. So, let's see. So, French breakfast radishes, which we've been eating. You can see the holes, but I put about 60 more plants in there, so they're coming up rather quickly. I do have some cabbages along the end. These are white cabbages, variety unknown, but they're doing well. Then I have over here, we have Merlot lettuce. Here we have Bronze Beauty lettuce, which is also known as arrowhead lettuce. This looks to me like it's the wrong seed in the packet. It doesn't match the others. So we have a variety of kales, different types of kale. So Nero Toscano, or Nero de Toscano. I got a blue Scotch curl, and I have a red Ursa. So they're in this outer rainbow. Up here I have a few. I've lost a few. Lost about 3. So up here is a cabbage. Those are nice. This row is still blank. I'm waiting for those collards to come in. And then this top row in the back here was Brussels sprouts, and they did not do good, even though we've had some rain. Like, they dry up in the drought and the dry times, but then they got flooded during the wet times, so it just wasn't working for them here. We'll see if I put those back in there. And once again, more Everglades tomatoes. This is going to be real short because I hear raindrops starting. So there's Buddy. He's 4 months old yesterday. Okay. This is my main garden. I'm going to, I guess, call it a market garden from now on. So in short, we have purple cabbage. I have romaine lettuce, a couple rows of it. I have Merlot in there. I have, hey babe, I have, this was a cross, so I really don't know. It was a green leaf and a red leaf, and boom, you got a bronze leaf. So, and this is kind of curly. This is mixed, okay, in here. It was called the All-Star Mix, so that was nice. And green onions, more purple cabbage. This one I picked, but it's making little side sprouts. I don't know if you've ever seen that before. It's kind of a cool thing. And yeah, they won't come in and make full heads like other cabbage, so really it's probably just going to be some more greens for the chickens. Again, an elective Everglades tomato, some elective zinnias from earlier. Okay, so I planted these. I didn't know what it was last time I looked here, but boom, I can see it's parsley now. So that's great. I have right in here, I have celery. I also have celery in here. this row right here of Hercules carrots that Buddy's trampling should be coming out soon, so that'll make room for the celery. I think that's called a tender crisp celery. Watch out, bud. Ooh. Oh, see, there's beautiful heads. Uh-oh, I'm gonna fall short here. Rain's coming. So I've got heads coming of, oh, lightning. Doggone it. Okay, broccoli, looking great. More broccoli over here, here, everywhere. I've been eating it. So, and then there's white cabbage. Beautiful. Man, is it hitting its pretty stage. I've got tomatoes everywhere. Big storm is coming. So I got tomatoes everywhere. The cages fell over, so we tied them to concrete blocks. We've had rain a couple days. This plant, if I don't help it, it's gonna die pretty soon. And it's heirloom. Maybe the heat got to it a little bit last week. So again, an elective. I think this is actually 2 Everglades tomatoes. I gotta probably cage those and maybe we'll keep those. A lot of things are going. This is once again the Bronze Beauty in between with the heather, Mexican heather, that have Danvers half-long carrots, orange carrot, amarillo, I don't know how to say that, yellow carrots, and pusa aceta, and this is a dark purple carrot. We did pull one of those. Man, it tasted good, but it should be used for dye because it's just oozing purple stain. And a huge row of pineapples. We got 6 last year. Hopefully we'll get some more. I've got my mammoth dill in the back, and wow, I'm gonna pick the dill heads pretty soon and somehow preserve them for when the cucumbers are ready, and then we can pickle. That's a big old rosemary in the back. I got sweet potatoes back there, and as you can see, I've got tomatoes going red. Okay, look this up. I had this wrong last time I had a video. This is a Better Boy F1 hybrid from Johnny's Seeds. And while it goes like crazy here in Central Florida's winter, so not so much for heat, but it's great as a winter crop. So I believe that's it. Thank you for coming to our little patch.